So, yeah, temples on the moon.
Temples on the moon. Yes.
You are an exceptional footnote in a text one could not even leaf. Threw in a star's life cycle. So I invite you to contemplate how quickly my eyes close. Don't take it personally.
I have no idea why I bubbled myself.
You are the product of an imperfect creation. Infants abandoned on the doorstep of technology. And now, after all these years, your estranged mother comes back to you through an insect's mouth to tell you she always loved you best. Well, if you believe that, our marketing focus groups would like to hear from you.
We're all just sitting here listening to Chandra.
I know, we're
I'm
not
sorry, Scriv.
talking
We've
anymore.
completely
Tell
forgotten
a
what we're
story.
doing. Tell us a story.
That's okay. That's okay. He's a captivating man.
Tell us about it.
Well, the men in suits are looking kind of worried.
Give me a look.
Well, he's got a wife, but that's been a little rough lately on the home front. Theirs is a very long and complicated relationship.
So for a while, when Lilith talked about him choosing Gaia over her in earlier scenes and such.
Ah, yes. She might be speaking literally, or she was pretty emotional then. She might be having a jealous moment and interpreting things a little more aggressively.
We have less Scriv behind.
You guys just locked him out.
Is she? I mean,
coming,
he doesn't
coming.
seem to be going along with the old plan, as she put it.
Right. Chandra, Samuel seems to, he thinks, he's gotten kind of comfortable in the world, and, the old plan, he doesn't like it as much anymore. So yeah, she may have interpreted that as just completely oh, he wants Gaia. And he just might want the cozy chair he's carved for himself, over the centuries.
Because this is where he keeps all his stuff.
Yeah. He was all young and rebellious in his younger days, but now he's got this, this swanky place, and he's got a lot of stuff now.
Tenacious and talented.
I think when I first heard it, I wanted him to have had some compassion, some goodness, that I want to save this for its own sake. And then I was like, oh, you just got lazy. I sounded like Lilith. That's probably what I sounded like.
Yes, that's at least how Lilith's seeing it.
Wow.
She's not gotten attached to stuff. She could melt this whole thing down, and to her that would be freedom. And he's gotten complacent. You should have seen him before.
Whole unknown dimensions of oblivion and daring bites.
I could have asked him if there were biblical noodles. I still don't believe in biblical noodles.
Yeah.
Well, biblical. This sounds like some pretty awesome noodles.
Yeah.
Noodles of biblical proportions. Well, what do you mean biblical?
These things are biblical.
I feel like one giant penne would get dropped on your head.
Oh, bonk. Careful what you ask for.
Scrib, this is why they let you write these things, not us. Because with us it would just be strange and silly.
If you continue,
With you it is terrifying and wonderful.
walked into this building today will no longer
Why,
exist,
thank you.
and your secret society will come to regret it. I will not hesitate. I will not twirl my
Do not,
mustache. I do not make idle threats.
use that thing I always use on this. Wow, that is... What is that fist ability? The 1,000 punches.
See red?
See red. Don't use see red on this. I got stuck. Guck. Did we stick anybody in there?
Nope. I was
Oh,
purposefully avoiding it.
someone made a reference saying Samael's actually Crowley from the book Good Omens. That's not an inaccurate comparison.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same character, but yeah, there's some similarities there. And good book, by the way.
A very good book.
So, does Samael, is he pissed off at us about this, or does he actually know what all happened?
He's not completely omniscient, so he might have an incomplete reaction to what happened. As far as his feelings go, I'm sure he has them. Although he's very cool, calculated guy to where he just kind of does the things he needs to do, regardless of who he hates and whatnot. But what you guys did was he said don't hurt her, but then he said don't go any further, don't take this any further. I'm going to do this, and I don't make idle threats, and you did. So he may have been going like, fuck, I got to do this now because I don't make idle threats.
Now he's gonna be a jerk to everybody.
Yeah, so maybe just because you took that extra step and he has to, protect his reputation, or just because, just for himself, or he may not know exactly what happened to Lilith and assume you guys did something.
I like
Guys?
the
Guys?
text messaging stuff as mission text delivery vehicle.
Guys?
What? Are you stuck outside?
What?
Stuck outside?
No!
Oh dear.
I'll bring you a Mitsubashi. You've successfully trapped Jen.
I'll wait for Damon, because at least somebody's got their shit together.
He's gonna send me another text in a minute. It says, "And we found Jen."
I'd love to have like a whole single player game where you play the Mitsubashi preparing for this moment.
This plant is on fire, and not. This is the. it's the not burnable plant.
This Mitsubachi is a sandwich.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
What are you guys doing to the Mitsubashi?
Was it me?
Oh my gosh.
It's the best stream. I have my nose pressed against the glass, watching what's going on. This is so sad.
If your breath was fogging up the glass, you could draw a sad face.
I could. Draw little eyes. I will say this is horrible. Oh god, really, guys?
When are we get fogged glass writing, Funcom? When are we getting that tech?
Fogged glass writing tech.
Fogged glass emotes.
I feel your sympathy for me from here, guys. I can't get the dollar bills through the window, so.
I can't dance. I'm in combat. I'm the one working over here. You guys are all...
No, they're working it.
The part where the blood spray coated the glass was pretty good. Scriv, you gotta come do this with us again sometime when I am not froggy.
Certainly, certainly.
I like what Nick Bromancer said. It said it's funny to imagine the Mitsubashi with their own issue 11 story, and then the finale is just getting trounced by dudes wearing horse masks. It's pretty dope.
I'm here to save you guys.
No, that's epic.
Oh, good job, Jen.
Jen saved us. You brought Henry.
Yay, Henry!
Henry's the turret, for anybody who's not watched us before.
Oh, yeah.
Who's named his turret Henry. So now there's always Henry. That looked really good where I got to run in and save you.
We're supposed to be moving
It
on.
was
Every
all
time,
part of the
Everybody in the
plan.
elevator.
every time in this fight, I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, I'm just gonna fight for the next forever.
I got stuck in his shield thing. Hang on. There we go.
I want in bed his bathrobe.
Yeah.
Should ask Dilty.
Does it have a face
Yeah.
inside like Tilty's does, where if you like, he's huge and you're staring up inside the crotch, his face is tiger face is staring back at you?
It might.
Does his really have that?
Speaking
I didn't
of
look
things
up
I
Dilty's
need,
crotch.
look at the stream from when we interviewed him. I did, and I did it with the camera.
I have to say, yes, I've stared into that face.
See?
Nietzsche was right.
Yes. At least I'm not suffering alone.
You do not understand. Gaia is dying. It is our responsibility to find ways to replace her before it's too late. Lilith was trying to...
Someone asks, so why are there 3 Utas?
That's a good question. I wish we got more into her backstory, but we may be getting some of that soon. But yeah, that's the reason that she was as fast as she was, is because there was more than one of her.
Those hippity-hoppity thoughts in multiple places at once.
Right.
Just like it gauges up.
I'm on the wrong one, aren't I? No. In an unexpected twist, I'm on the right one, and the right edges.
Demonic. So we're gonna find more out about Uta?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's story. There's more story there to tell, and hopefully that'll get out there.
You know what? I didn't get the achievement again this time.
Did you get hit by something?
I'm sure. I forgot I was supposed to not be running through the stuff. It's me.
Can we take a quick break before we go out on the balcony? It's time to give my cat his antibiotics.
Okay.
Bazooka.
Someone asked an even better question. Are there only 3 Utas?
That is a astute question. I can't say, but it has fiendish implications. Yes.
So you can say that you're not going to say because, yeah, okay.
I can say that I'm not going to say, but it's a good observation. It's an interesting question.
So why exactly does Uta cut him off as he's giving some of us a bit of information?
She's Lilith's minion, not Samuel's.
Oh, that makes sense.
She clearly does not agree with whatever his new plan is, then.
No. And certainly Uta doesn't care. Someone said she has a strong respect for narrative tension. That'll just have to go into the backstory. That's her main drive in life, is when she finds a point where she can add narrative tension to life, she just does it.
I did it again, fantastic. I need a new freaking word. I'll apply to Lilith. She's better at this narrative than I am. Okay, so I want you guys to watch this, because this is why Hooser drives me and everyone else he roleplays with crazy. Because if we have to stand still for 2 seconds, he is jumping on the furniture, he is jumping on the cars in London, he is jumping, he cannot stay still.
I'm pretty sure that Scrivedomancer could come up with a logical explanation for why I have to do this. Maybe I'm like the bus in Speed, and I can't go under 60 miles an hour, or I will explode.
Yeah, maybe his faction implanted something in his cranium. They're like, you have to keep moving.
I hear
Scrivedomancer said it's canon now.
I hear in character I have to hit him hard enough in the head for it to stop.
In my narrative, though, Sandra Bullock would be riding on your shoulders.
I'm vaguely okay with that. She would add narrative tension. I don't.
Really? Narrative tension.
I come back to narrative tension.
You miss Sandra Bullock
my
riding
point.
on Hooser's shoulders being canon lore now.
Oh.
I'm not sure who's going to be more upset with this Rishi out of character or me in character. So, anyway, moving on.
Yeah, it's a game. I don't care what he does with that. Wait, never mind.
Oh, wait, never mind. That would be me then. Okay, moving on.
That would be a good thing to deal with.
All set.
In some of the cutscenes, like we like to sometimes poke fun at things that you often find in a game or an MMO, and a reason why. Like we often poke fun at the character being a silent protagonist, but that would be something to deal with, the jumping.
Oh, I think that should happen. That would be fantastic. Fantastic. Seriously, I'm getting mad at myself. I'm not going to say it again tonight. There will be no F word.
Something, something, something. Jumping puzzle.
Construct a jumping puzzle entirely out of cars.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I got to way back. What was that? Issue 9, issue 10, issue 9. When you're down in the sewers with names are running out of my head. Sarah, and she's sewing through the sewers, and she talks about how she gets grumpy whenever she has to escort someone.
Yeah. No, this way.
I think you should just have somebody in a cutscene running around in circles, jumping on everything, and when you ask them what they're doing, they say, they told me this was the cost of magic. Yeah. Okay.
It would be a good scene just to see someone doing that. Like, what the hell?
Somebody wants to know... Mad Lurk wants to know why the Orochi don't have any restrooms. That's a good question.
Orochi employees have no anus.
Excellent. Well, we've got the answer.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I was going to go with they don't live long enough to use them. But
That could be.
Of all the spoilers I expected to get on this stream, that was not one of them.
I was going to say more along the lines of, have you seen Japanese horror films?
they don't want bathroom.
Here we are again.
Yeah, a lot of bad things happen in the bathrooms.
How are your legs?
Silent Hill?
Have we come to that part already?
Yeah, Japanese urban legends too.
I've
a lot
done
of the
this
bad
dance
shit
so
happens in
many
bathrooms.
times. The game board is wiped clean. The game board is reassembled.
What happens when the game board is wiped clean? Scriff, tell me.
Before we dance this time,
Oh, well, the ages turn and something happens.
I'm
Something.
not going anywhere.
A little something.
I do apologize if
Yeah,
I was
sometimes a
attached
big something.
melodramatic
Definitely a something.
bad day.
Something followed by something.
When you cross from age to age, you tend to create new versions of yourself. And I have been so many me's.
I do wish she had the flowing hair that you see on the
Scientist,
issue cover.
a priestess,
That's how I see
a
Lilith.
ravening monster. Did I seem bad last time?
Does give her a bit more of a wild
I've
look.
been much worse.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you should have seen me in the second age.
It's sometimes hard to tell
You should have
if
seen
she's
Samael in
kind
the
of
beginning.
calculating or if she's just crazy.
So terrible.
She's a bit of both.
You
As she says in here, she's existed a long time. There's just been
a
a lot.
passion that could extinguish
She's a lot of her.
civilization.
It's not exactly multiple personalities, but just you know, you think about the different people you've been in your life and multiply
I
that by
followed
like
him into
thousands.
eternity on a promise.
I'm a little terrified of her eyebrows in here.
They're pretty
I
severe.
realized Samael had lost his rage. It was his
Are those
fiery
also
words
third
that
age artifacts?
convinced me to turn against my own species.
Those are
to
third age
tear
eyebrows.
reality down. All for him.
Powerful,
And now
formidable
he's grown
eyebrows.
comfortable in
So if this is all because
humanity's
Samael has lost his rage and
Betrayal
we then
by
pissed him off, does that mean we played right into
world,
Lilith's hand?
complacency snuffed out his beauty.
Possibly. That would be an interesting interesting
Promise heaven on the vine.
return of events. He just wants you to piss him off so
Hated
much as
him
like
for
what it
that.
used to be.
Scriv, tailing up on my what happens when the ages change. Takayukin wants to know in chat, what did she mean when she says she's new versions of herself?
She just means
So close at the end of the
like I was
third
saying before, she's just lived so
We found
long
a
that
Gaia engine.
she's tried on different modes of thought, different ways of being. And plus, when the ages shift, it's possible, you know, that things really shift, and so she's
So very sleepy.
there's what you're seeing now is just one little bit of Lilith. Second age, she was apparently pretty frightening. Third age was kind of at the height of her power. First age, I mean, she lived all the way back then as one of the first humans. But yeah, she's just basically that she's lived so many different points in history. You'd meet, I mean, essentially the same core, but you might meet a very different Lilith.
And I spent the next 10 decades following his trail. I used a woman, a simplistic fool, to urge Alison Belmont into doing most of the chasing for me.
I'm trying to formulate a question and I keep stopping to listen to this, I'm
A
sorry.
Gaia engine, buried in the ice.
That's okay.
Do you mind if I slide in there then, Chip?
Let me quickly ask, because I'm going to forget otherwise because I'm ditzy. It clearly says she's human. You say she's human, and I think you might have touched on this in the interview the other day. She's not anymore, though, completely, right?
She's she's certainly changed, enhanced. Taking up Samuel certainly did something, whether it was accidentally or very purposefully, just to preserve her. And then she's had different ages to who knows do what. You know, she's been a priestess, a scientist. She was a scientist in the third age when science was just, you could do all kinds of crazy things. So, yeah, I mean, she's a human in as much as that's where she comes from, but she's had a long time to develop beyond the standard Model T human.
Okay. So it's not necessarily the same way we've developed beyond the standard Model T human.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I said, so it's not the same way necessarily that we've developed beyond the standard Model T human.
Right. Yeah, there's yeah. I mean, there's other supernatural things besides just anima imbued in bees and such. And yeah, she's not the same as that.
Let's find something to fill.
Someone asks, is there any hint that Sheol has a lot to do with the second age?
Thinking back to the lore, I believe so, yes.
If you don't mind, before you go, can you just write us a brief history of all of the ages with details and...
Sure, yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds like a book, a brief history of the ages.
A brief tweet of the ages.
140 characters or less.
These creatures are
Right,
just
right.
fragments of their dreams, you know.
That's what they said.
This is what
It's,
they
it's
think
not really
birds
news
look
unless
like.
I can boil it down to that.
And now, they have a human mind in their collective. A new subconscious vocabulary to add to their parlance. What dreams may come. But we were talking about the Gaia engine.
Rishi, you can go ahead. I'm sorry. Completely.
Oh, I was just gonna have a clarify that Lilith just survives through the ages. She did it like a kid. She just survived all of the bad things that happened to restart.
I admit I snuck out of the cutscene for a close-up look on this. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't know yet the particulars of what happens when the ages change, if everything really gets destroyed, if it kind of gets reset, if people kind of just, some people manage to get through it. But, yeah, one way or the other, she's managed to survive the changes, reboots, or however it is.
Yeah, some people on Twitch were still a little bit confused on that level.
And rightly so. It hasn't been officially explained exactly what the turning of the ages is. If it's just time passing and they mark it off as ages, or if there literally is a reboot of the world. I'm hoping we go more into that as we get into the weird ages and Gaia engines and the host and all that.
I beg the stream's forgiveness. I did back out of the cutscene. Without thinking. And now I am taking unabashed screenshots.
Someone
Darn it,
asks,
Lilith.
where deletes come from?
From the dreams of children, right?
We saw the portal. The Agartha portal, too.
I see someone, why is Lilith terrified of the Nephilim if she's protected by Samael? Well, those guys have had a really long history, and it's been long enough that it's not always a cohesive whole. Samael, he kind of bucks the trend a lot with the Nephilim, and they're not necessarily happy with what he does. And at least one of them is pretty prejudiced towards Lilith, calling her a talking ape, and that kind of disgusted that Samael would fraternize.
Oh, I didn't get that screenshot.
Sounds a lot like Eblis.
Yeah. So more than one of them may have had that opinion. They probably have not liked Lilith down the ages, and he probably has protected her down the ages, but apparently they've had enough, or they thought they could take their chance, or they have some specific plan for Lilith.
More ores. I love ores. I'm turning a title freeboard now. More words.
Those stains never come out.
So, John is now... something else from this cutscene. A part of the Dreamers. Adding his particular little...
yeah, he's been accidentally connected to them via the filth, and in that filth bomb, whatever it was. Yeah. But he's connected to the filth, and that puts him in touch on some degree with the Dreamers.
And it kind of, did I get the feeling that it opened up his insights to them? Because when she said about this is what he thinks a bird is.
Yeah. They're something that's very distant to us, and John isn't. So so they have there's a much more human consciousness connected to them now. So that might give them tools they didn't have before.
Yeah.
Those stains never come
So we're gonna start seeing filth Thundercats, is what you're telling me.
How is John's connection to them different than, say, Tyler Freeborn, who is also kind of stuck in there?
I'm sorry, what was the last question?
How is John's connection to the Dreamers different from, say, Tyler Freeborn, who is also kind of been inundated with their consciousness somewhat?
Well, the situation that happened to John's pretty singular as far as being at ground zero of that particular weapon. He's pretty unique.
Their dreams are terribly thorough.
He's disembodied. He's just he's kind of at one with it.
Okay, so it's mostly just a difference of method causing a difference in outcome.
Right.
Why exactly does he fail in his mission to get to the tower? Is it just purely his fear of Lilith?
Originally, yeah. He's he's not human anymore, but the fears that he had as a human are still pretty strongly imprinted. And yeah, Markard, he pretty well terrified him of Lilith. And now he has a better view of who and what Lilith is and has been.
Hey, my awesome chat people, can you guys get Super Dude Pat going to figure out where to get an AE capacitor? I would be grateful.
Well, that's an interesting question. Why does the Third Age even have a bomb that would release all this filth?
That is a good question.
Is it so much it was a bomb, or is it just more like a, it's a nuclear reactor? You open it up, bad things happen.
That's my question. Was it really a
right.
bomb?
That may not have been its initial intent, just its use in Sage.
I created a monster. Not for the first time. I handed Markard the morning light on a platter,
Lilith talks about
but he adjusted
creating
the doctrine
monsters.
ever so slightly.
And before she said
Subsequent
that
degrees, the morning light
the
turned on
bird
me.
of the 0-point pathogen was
I wanted to
something
control the
dreamed up by the
dreamers.
Dreamers. Is she creating
He wants to
monsters
unleash them.
sort of through that method, or is she
He's
actually like
communed
making
with them.
werewolves and vampires
He
and
wants
stuff
to
like
become
that?
like them. Right now.
Not
the
directly through the
most
filth like that. She, I mean, mythologically she's the mother of monsters. Whether that's literally she gave birth to monsters by coupling with, something like Samiel, or that she cooked them up in the lab in future ages, or a combination of both, would be the question.
And she did. She has been a scientist.
I vaguely remember
If
you,
she
John.
coupled with Samael, which we know she has, and I know that that's the biblical setting, is that she was
Search
the
the
mother of
shallow
demons from that,
dungeon that is your soul and tell me truly,
wouldn't
do
she
you
also have,
think you can
wouldn't they have been Nephilim? Or am I just falling back on pop culture?
Well, actually, I mean, going back to like theology and apocrypha, yeah, it would be something like that. However, it might have been something different in our little world.
Okay.
No, not now.
Speaking of,
Here they come.
Be not afraid, Lilith. We are past the agency of screams.
No!
Lilith, scream. reach out, I bind you. By your 17 names, I bind you. By your hidden 18th name, I bind you. Ki Sikililaki, I bind you. That Samael should couple with a talking ape. You. I smell the dreaming ones upon you. They offered you gifts. I smell your choices. Reap what you have sown. Reap what you have sown. Reap what you have sown. Remember this.
Be mindful of the voices. They will whisper in your sleep. Make the right choices. And be mindful of the voices. They corrupt.
Oh, thought you were pushing up daisies for keeps. Say, you seem different. This one look different to you, Golson? Come on.
I made the right choices, don't even you guys.
Something about this. In beta? Bunch of sour pussies. Fine. We're all arch enemies
So,
again.
what exactly does Gozen know about this?
It's an interesting question. Diamond seems to think she would, or at least.
And
enough
why
to
does
tease her
Diamond
about
know
it.
something about this?
That's also a good question.
Because he knows everything.
In the
He at least thinks he knows something.
in that cutscene, it's telling. It's neat the facial expression they give. That just before they bind her, Lilith tries to use her green whammy thing, and the look on her face is of stark terror. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, okay, anything that terrifies Lilith, we should be really worried about.
Yeah, yeah.
Brain had a question. And I had this question too, so I'm going to ask it. In the cutscenes at the end, and the dragon cutscene and such, Damon sounds very different in some parts. Was that just a voice acting pre-recorded situation, or are we seeing remnants of perhaps different aspects of him coming out there?
A little yes to both. There may be some recording differences, but yeah, he is developing as a character.
I can't say the F word. Okay. Thank you.
Brilliant.
The good F word, not the bad F word. I can say that. I haven't killed enough stuff to make my wings even. How sad is that? Wait, where's... Did you get wings? Where'd you go? There you are.
I have wings. Now the question is, which choices did Scrivenomancer make?
Let's see.
I do.
Wow, this isn't my main character, but
He's got little
Really?
black or white wings. No, those are black
Little-
wings.
no, they're black.
Little tiny ones.
yeah, earn my tiny wings.
Tiny wings.
So these wings, is that anima, or is that some other form of power?
That was my answer.
Excellent answer.
All right, I've got another one from the frisky masses out in chat. Cassie, will Cassandra King ever be developed into the story again?
Yes, most likely. There's some storyline that involves her. It all depends on which issues we get to when. But yeah, there's a Cassie storyline. It's part of another bigger whole of stuff. It's kind of a divergent plot from this stuff. I mean, it has some things in it connected to this, but it's when that plot comes, it'll be kind of a little break from Dreamers and Filth and Orochi.
I love those little breaks. I love the overarching plot, but I love that there were so many little subplots and sub-characters that everybody is now going, oh, wow, well, we didn't find out what happened to this person or that person or this person or that person. It's like, yes, there's this whole world, and it didn't all have just to do with this. It's really cool. Sorry.
I'm the same way, because there's, I wasn't here from the beginning, so there's characters I haven't gotten to write yet that, like, I've been dying to, what's their names in the park in London?
Oh yeah.
John
and Callie.
Yeah, I love those two characters just from the bits of story you get from their little incidental chat stuff.
And Virgil Divina and stuff, yeah. Too.
I want to write a little novel, their adventures or something. But there's all kinds of characters that I'd love to either get back to because I only had a slight taste of them, or that I just haven't even gotten to work on yet.
Oh, more. We want more. You don't need to sleep ever or anything, right?
No. Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep is for the weak. Excellent. Okay. I think these guys have. Let's see. So Otters, they're talking about things you've already said. So I'm going to say, Otters, do you have anything else to ask this wonderful man? I have something to ask him, kind of, when we're done here, but it's not story related.
Nothing from me. Just a thank you very much for the work you do.
Oh, thank you guys.
Looks like we may be being summoned back to Agartha.
We may? Okay. I wasn't following chat. Yeah, please. That'd be great. I'll answer in here. Yeah, I am about to die, Pilton. I really am. But there was no way I was going to miss this. This is too good.
I'm glad you did.
It's hard to tell how much from this that I fangirl over you, Script, so I'm just going to say that I've been a little bit, just in awe. I guess I'm waiting for, writing to just, fall off you, and I'm just going to follow you around and pick up the pages, because it's just amazing. So, yeah, anytime you want to do this, maybe even when I'm not Froggy.
Certainly.
And I can talk at you more.
Yeah.
I would love to do this.
It's been fun. I'm sure we can do this again.
That would be awesome. See, I'm just not going to let you go now that I got you. Look at these two.
See, now I have to see this lion face, or this tiger face.
There, all right.
I really want to. He's got pants on, I can't see it.
Stop hopping. See, he's got... Hang on a second, somebody yelled, Tilty, take off your pants. The thing I wanted to ask Scriv, and I want to throw it out there, and I might get in trouble for it, is I'm really trying to push streaming TSW, because I've met so many cool people doing this, and there's so many TSW streamers, and also so many new people who are finding it this way. And these guys, if you can't tell, are freaking amazing to talk to. I mean, they'll just come in and make you so comfortable, and if you're like me and just going, oh my god, I get to talk to these guys. They are wonderful. They give you insights into this that I just never was going to have. To look at this with somebody who's written it or made it is an incredibly fun thing, and I want to share it with everybody. So, I'm kind of tacitly suggest that all of the streamers try and get together with you guys and get you out there more. They play well with others, the devs from TSW. They really do. So, if you're watching this and you're a streamer, please get on community, get with community management, talk to them, get these guys on your streams. While I am greedy and I don't want to share, run things with them. This is really fun tonight. I cannot tell you, walking in there and looking at all the little bits and pieces. I'm not looking at your bits and pieces right now, Scriff, thanks. I'll just... way to shake that right in my face at that point.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Yeah, anyways, you can tell they're really easy to get along with. So there was my soapbox and my basically asking you, Scriff, and the guys to get out there and do this with more of us, because I want everybody to see this stuff. You guys are really amazing.
Like Thank you. Yeah, we like, and you guys are amazing player base. We always like interacting with you guys. The enthusiasm feeds us as much as anything we do feeds you, and we're gonna try and do more stuff like this as time goes on.
Very excellent. And Tilty's still got his pants on. It's not a party yet.
No.
He is wearing pink bunny slippers, though.
I have it on video. I'll go back and pull a highlight for you guys and put it on the Twitch channel.
This can change anytime.
There he is.
The
Speak of his crotch and he appears.
Wakes me up. You said the magic word.
See, they don't believe that there's a tiger.
Tilty's crotch.
Oh god.
Is that like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, kind of.
Or is it like Bloody Mary? It's going to show up in your mirror?
It's a little bit of Beetle, just a little bit of Bloody Mary.
And right there, folks, that is how the apocalypse began.
Boom.
I guess he has to keep his pants on. Do you have to keep your pants on? I'm trying to show them the tiger face. Nobody believes me.
Fine, jeez.
Tiger face.
Get your pants off,
I'm pretty sure if you don't agree, she's gonna rip your pants off.
Is it
She's
Friday yet?
very insistent about it.
Oh god. This is why I should not stream when I'm not exactly myself. Actually, this could entirely be myself. Cece's gone for brain bleach.
I what I had last time.
I'm running around to get a better view of... Alright, I'm gonna... What blood book is that, Screw?
That is, it's one of the molds for sale in the store. I just got it because it looks the most like the eye that I actually have on my actual top hat.
It's gotta be from one of the Hell Dungeons, then.
I think so, but I bought it, so I think it's modeled after one of the Hell things. But I definitely bought that.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The hat that you're wearing? The hat that you're wearing?
No, the...
No, not the hat. The book.
See, the tiger face is just kind of smiling at you.
It is. If he moves his hips just right, it winks.
Oh, it's a butt, too. Oh, wow. It's very animated on his butt. There's a face in the stripe patterns.
Oh my god.
I feel strangely violated.
My work here is done. If you haven't found a picture on the web of Scriv's actual top hat, you're not stalking him hard enough, and you should go because it's really cool looking.
It's out there somewhere. And I'm very selfishly getting players to ask for it as an in-game item. I keep trying to get them to.
You hear that, player? Ask for it.
That's right.
I really need to see that top hat in game. I have animated pictures of your crotch now. We could use those for leverage.
You can make a GIF.
tilty crotch gifts. The perfect Valentine.
We could probably hook you up with the Lilith animation too if we do this right. Get them together somehow.
All right.
And this is how you get the devs never to be on your stream again, guys. By the way, if you're...
or you ensure that they come back.
Oh,
if we ask
the one on his butt. For that dance.
cannot unseen it.
Scriv, your Scriv tune is just
What is
scary.
seen cannot be unseen.
So this guy looks familiar. Hey, Hooser. Hey, Hooser.
Yes. Alright. Did anybody else have questions, I guess?
Yeah, any more questions?
Before we get ready to shut down?
It's getting late.
I assume that's what we're doing. We've kept these guys for what, 3 hours?
I have a dog who no longer recognizes me, so...
Oh no!
Oh
no, Tilty's dog, we apologize. I saw that look too, didn't it? Oh.
See, yeah, I wasn't lying. This is how she looks at me now, saying like, who the hell are you?
Oh.
I don't see you ever.
She was so judging you, she was judging us, she was judging everybody. It was fantastic. How I use the F word.
Someone in Twitch.
No, she's okay. When I get she gets so many treats when I feel bad because she doesn't see me. So I think there's a part of her forces me to be away because she gets so many treats afterwards. You're gonna see like the next tweet I'm gonna send of her, like she's gonna be like super fat.
The spiders
were feral to begin with. They're spiders.
All right.
There is a question from this. There is a question from the stream I'll throw out here to be answered or not answered. And I can't even say their name, but they're wondering any new types of events being planned in the future. And then that'll be my last thing I'll throw out on their behalf.
Tilty?
Yeah, I mean we are always planning new events. So yeah, we have some things in the making, but we're obviously right now primarily focusing on issue 12, and actually a little surprise was going to be coming before that, which I'll probably start talking about it like really soon. I know I use the word soon with fondness, but
really soon, like now, right?
Now, right? Yeah.
Like soon, like TM.
It's soon. Soon has arrived.
Watching now, right now.
But yeah, I think you guys will enjoy it. Like as I mentioned before, we are like so on the group content sides. There's going to be a free update to issue 11 for what we promised in the past, which is going to be being able to replay the final events of the missions as a group with its own rewards, and it's going to be fairly difficult. We're definitely aiming at kind of the nightmare crowd for bearing with us and for having asking for so long to get their group content. And then issue 12 as well is really going to be focused on group contents, dungeons and so on. And yeah, and actually cool a few ties of the Cadence storylines as well are going to be somewhat answered in the dungeon. So yeah.
Two things. One, we have a 30-second delay on the stream, so it is soon. So just for the record, it is actually soon. Are you a Cylon? Have I not seen this before?
Nope, you haven't.
What is sorcery is this?
What?
What?
I like it.
He's a Cylon.
When?
I'm pretty sure I want one too.
It's mine.
No! No, you have to share. Please share.
Toaster.
Share it is caring.
There's so this let's see. It's gonna be my first and final tease of the day. If am I even ready?
Is the world ready?
Speaking on behalf of the world, we're ready.
How about that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
This one is actually available in the game already.
What?
What?
Yup. The black one is not yet available, but it will be soon, and it looks cool. And for now, it's mine. Mine.
Oh, it is good to be the Tilty.
Would that be the Arachi visor white?
Sounds possible. It's a good name for it.
It's an achievement reward. I see.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm wearing all things that players can acquire normally.
But you wear them good.
Well, yeah.
You do.
Man. I hit the thrift store and I look awesome.
Oh god, don't make me play the song. They'll mute the stream.
Popping tags.
When you guys released that coat and the cane, I had the song on so constantly I had 2 streams muted. Okay.
But in any case, I'm probably gonna head home fairly soon to try and save my poor dog. I'll say this though, actually, you probably, if you guys, for any of you on Twitter and saw Sesma's tweet today, Scriv and I will actually do our very own stream on Friday. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do this kind of regular, and we'll just be playing through sections of the games, and then we're gonna give you like a lot of like kind of a behind the scenes type of details of what happened during development and any kind of thing which could be interesting for you guys to see. We might be revealing a little bit more about the stories in particular places, and then so for the very first stream, which is going to be this Friday, we will be going through issue 11. But afterwards we'll be going through old and new content. So hopefully it will work. I hope you guys enjoy it. And
most excellent. I saw those
yeah.
advertisements. So I'm not sure that the world is ready for you guys alone together on a stream.
That's yeah.
This is what we want to find out.
That's fantastic.
We,
what the
we went through various names that we tried. We tried, guys. We really tried to get 2 devs 1 cup as the name, and then it didn't fly.
Wow.
Oh god.
It didn't. It got all the way to my approval, and then it got shut down by the yeah.
I was so
just
close.
above.
It was just gonna be completely innocent too. It was just gonna be the 2 of us, and there was always gonna be a cup on the table, and we would never reference the cup or pretend that we had no idea what the reference was to and act innocent if people asked. Didn't happen.
Loved it. And just I do have to say, for the people in this channel who do not get the reference, I do not invite you to look it up.
Don't look it up.
But do not. But if you do get it, it shows you how kind of a twisted and demented our jobs made us. We have to know everything which is happening on the internet, so we always try to give you the best content. We always get inspired, but one day it might kill us.
I've never actually seen the original reference. I just know of it.
Oh yeah, no, me too. Never.
You guys should have.
I'm saving that for my wedding. It's for my wedding night.
Really?
God no.
Wow. I was just gonna say that you guys should have worked in the John's quote and had to Lilith and have it be 2 devs 1 broken cup.
Oh, see, that would have been good.
Alright guys, well, thanks a lot for listening, and then with that,
good night.
Gonna sign
Thank
off.
you so
Thanks
much for joining us.
See you later.
Otters, that was really fun as always.
Thanks
This
for
was a
hanging out.
lot of fun.
And with everybody going to
for
Imagine
crawling inside
Scribb's
our
wedding
heads.
night.
Oh god. Oh god.
Twin tentacles.
It's a highly hypothetical night.
Wow. Okay.
2
See
devs
you
1
guys later.
mankini.
Good night, guys. Wow. I'm gonna turn this off before. Yeah, somebody over there comes for me. I will see you guys later, and again, I apologize for the voice, and this was too much fun. I can't even imagine if I could talk how much fun this would be. So. Scriv, I'm going to get into your
do it
brain
again.
again. I will, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
And I'll be watching you guys Friday.
Excellent.
Cool,
excellent.
thank you.
See everyone there.
Ciao, guys.
See you guys on Friday.